With under 70 days left until Election Day, those running for office are busier than ever campaigning. That includes the president himself, who is running for re-election. The Obama campaign has opened their first field office here in Pahrump. Congressional candidate Stephen Horsford and U.S. Representative for Florida's 20th Congressional District, Deborah Wasserman Schultz, were on hand for the opening. We spoke to Lorraine Murray of the Nye County Democratic Party.
We're opening today the field office for the Obama campaign and also for Stephen Horsford's campaign. This is outstanding. The fact that the national organization has chosen to have a field office here in Pahrump, and Stephen Horsford's having a field office here. Shelley Berkeley's going to have a field office here. So Pahrump's getting a lot of attention from all of the candidates in the Democratic Party.
Who are we going to be seeing here today?
Well, there will be staff from the national and local campaigns for Obama, and our guest speaker will be Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
We are going to make sure that there is no corner of Nevada that we don't travel to organize and mobilize and fire up supporters for Barack Obama to carry him back to the White House for a second term.
And I assume it's no coincidence that it's so close to the Nye County Democratic office?
No, we encourage them to be close to us because we're going to have a lot of activities going on. We'll need the extra space for phone banking and volunteers to come in, and so this way we'll be able to coordinate all of our efforts and get the Democrats and independents and Republicans of Nye County excited about re-electing President Obama and our Senator to be Shelley Berkeley and our House of Representatives Stephen Horsford.
I am running because I want to work with the president to make sure that we create the jobs, to grow our economy, to address our housing issue, to protect Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, not to repeal it, and to make sure that our children and our veterans have the investments that they deserve.
Is the Nye County Democrats looking for volunteers still?
Absolutely. We're always having volunteers. And anybody that knows me in this community is like, that's what I like to do, is get people active, get them involved. I think the best way that you can be a citizen of this community is to get out, to find out what the issues are, to meet the candidates, to get all of your questions answered, and to make an educated choice for the best candidate to represent you.
If someone is interested in being a volunteer, can they call you?
Yes, they can call our Democratic office. We do have staff here Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. The office number is 727-9966.
And Pete Goguchia and James Oscarson invite the public to a series of political meet and greets.
Well, yes, thank you. Actually, we've got a round of meet and greets and kickoff events going on here in Pahrump. Reapportionment wasn't real kind to us in the rural, so this is going to be new ground for me. I've been representing Central and Northern Nevada for the last 10 years. I need to get down here and meet the people. So tomorrow night at 6 p.m. we have an event at the VFW Hall on Manson Homestead. Tonight we have one at out at the Republican headquarters. It's at 3370 South Highway 160. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. Then tomorrow morning at 8 to 9:30, we will be at Sweet Corner. And again, come and meet us for some coffee and some sweet rolls. I would love to meet you, talk to you about the issues. Clearly, it's new ground for me, and I'm sure I'm new to you. Then we're at Greet and Meet at Mountain Falls, and that's, of course, at 501 Clubhouse Drive. And that's from 10 to 11:30 tomorrow. And then we have a business leaders roundtable, and I would really encourage all the business people in the community to come and meet with us, tell us what your issues are, what we need to do, and that is from 1 to 2:30 at Wolfie's.
And Pete, you're a candidate for Senate, U.S. Senate?
No, it's actually State Senate. I'm presently the Republican minority floor leader in the Assembly. I've been there 10 years. Like I say, Senate District 19 is now expanded to where it covers most of eastern Nevada. I started Idaho and from Jackpot to Prim, and I represent Jarbidge and in the northern part of the state to Mount Charleston. So it is a big district, pretty much equal to the state of South Dakota. James and John Ellison and I will be trying to represent that landmass.
And James, speaking of that, Assemblyman District 36 candidate, how's that going?
It's going great, Deanna. It's a great opportunity for us to have Pete here, to have him interact with the people in the community that may not know him. Again, this is all new ground for him, so it's great to have him. I'm learning a lot from him as a veteran in some of the things he's done. As you know, this is a real important time for us. It's important that we get ahead of this with the Republican voice in the Assembly and in the Senate as well, and we're looking forward to Pete helping us do that and give us our voice for the rurals. He's got great rural experience, has spent a lot of time analyzing and knows the issues that we face, and he'll be a great asset to us in Carson City.
Pete, you decided to run for the state Senate. Why did you decide to do that? You've been reelected a few times for Assemblyman.
Yes, 5 terms, but unfortunately, Assembly District 35, which was the district I represented, was actually abolished in the in reapportionment. It is now in Clark County, and the same is was the case with Senator Mike McGinnis, who represented Pahrump for a number of years. His district went away. So unfortunately, both minority leaders' districts were moved. And again, we're becoming a more and more urban state all the time, and we do need good, reasonable voices in the rurals.
So this is a really good opportunity to get out and meet you, and I know that your campaign kickoff has been named Meet Pete, so people have many opportunities once again to meet you today and tomorrow, and so tonight would be the first one with the big kickoff at the Republican headquarters.
Right, that's correct, and like I say, come and I'd love to meet you. What you see is what you get. I say what I'm thinking, and I mean what I say.
And as well, James, you'll be along and meeting all the people and going to all these different events too as well.
I get to tag along with Assemblyman Goicoechea, and I'm very happy to do that. Don't forget the one tomorrow at the Sweet Corner. It's on Frontage Road next to the Domino's there. It's under new ownership, so it'll be great to be there and support a small business in our community as well. I heard they're making a lot of great little sweet treats for all of us and coffee, and so that'll be a great opportunity. And then the thing at the VFW tomorrow night at 6 o'clock and all those in between will be just great opportunities for people to meet Pete, and I'll be at a couple of those events as well. And he's again a great asset to our community and going to be a great asset to the Senate for us.
The Hideaway on Pahrump Valley Boulevard was happy to welcome for the 3rd year in a row Trickshot Pool playing celebrity artist Mike Massey, who came to Pahrump to help raise funds for Quilts for Cancer.
Well, this is the benefit we do every year to raise money. I think they buy quilts and things for the veterans. It's all for the vet, or it might be for the cancer this year. Do you know? I don't.
Quilts for Cancer is the event. Yeah.
Quilts for Cancer. You know, so we do this every year, and it's a great thing. And they have a tournament, and the players, some of the better players around here, play in their tournament, and they have a great time. You know, and I'm going to do a show, Trick Shot show, and I'm just kind of giving back a little bit of. What God has given to me, and there's no way I could give everything back, but a little bit, here and there, yeah.
So you've been a lot of places. Can you tell us some of the places you've been? You've been all around the world.
Well, I've been to over probably 40 countries, and just in the last year, I've been to Europe twice. I was in Egypt doing a ministry, or I do a trick shop ministry. I was in Philippines for a month doing missionary work over there. And then I came back for a week, went to China. That's just in the last 6-7 weeks. I've been over 40,000 miles just in the last. And then I flew to Chicago, then went to Nebraska. That's all it is, travel. But I've been to almost all the European countries. I've been to Russia quite a few times, China, Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, Africa twice, just everywhere, yeah.
So this career of yours is just taking you to a lot of places. How do you find Pahrump?
I love it here. I'm from a small town. My town I'm from is smaller than this town, so where I was born and raised. And so I like small towns, and the people are down to earth, and everybody seems like they know each other, and you don't find that so much in the bigger cities, which, of course, I like the big cities too, Yeah.
So you have a lot of shots that you're famous for. One shot that people talk about a lot is the boot shot, I think it's called.
Shot, that's my favorite shot, the boot shot. That helped me win a competition. I think it was in 2003 or 4, and it's my favorite shot. That's when I shoot the cue ball from the side pocket about 11, 12 feet through the air into a cowboy boot that's on the floor. Yeah.
So people, if they want, can actually even get lessons with you. Is that correct?
I'm giving a clinic tomorrow. I do a lot of teaching. I've taught probably 1,000 students in the last 3 years, and I teach all parts of the game, not trick shots. You know, I mean, if they want to learn trick shot, I'm teaching that too. But it's you know, for 9-ball, 8-ball, I'm teaching fundamentals. But not only that, it's more of the higher skill level players too. You know, not well. I have taught a few pros. You know, like Jeanette Lee. You know, I trained her for about the Black Widow. I trained her for about 2 weeks when she won that trick shot competition.
And we have received footage from the mayor's office in Aurora, Colorado, which shows the condolence card that was delivered in person to city officials by Pahrump resident Butch Harper. Over 1,000 signatures from citizens of the town of Pahrump and Nye County were on the card to extend our condolences to the victims of that tragic shooting that occurred in a movie theater in which 12 people died and 58 were wounded.
Well, Aurora is a beautiful city, and the people treated me like I was somebody special, but they set me up in the Marriott and everything, and it's the people of Pahrump that deserved the kindness that they showed towards me, because what I did wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the people of Pahrump, Nevada, and the citizens of Nye County. And I was in awe when I walked into the city hall with what I saw. Big cards hanging from the balcony, cards all over, and
Yeah, but your card was delivered in person. Everybody else mailed them. Why did you decide to deliver it in person?
because that's me. It's something you have to have inside you, I guess, to do something what I did. But like I say, it's not me. It's the people of Pahrump and Nye, but I just had to do it. It's just something I had to do, and it touched the mayor very, very deeply. It's the idea that, in fact, I was the only one, as far as I know, that actually delivered a condolence message, especially from that far.
Of 1,000 signatures, I believe we had.
I had more than that. I would say I got over 1,500, and when I got back, I forgot where some more cards were. Mm-hmm. So I was told, you didn't take our cards. So anyway, I'm going back again.
You're going to go personally deliver those now?
I'm personally going to deliver to them, and I'm going to be in the process of getting as many signatures as I can. And I hope I'll probably leave somewhere around, maybe in 2 weeks.
So the mayor and the city council greeted you. You also toured the movie theater.
That was a sight in itself. They're going to need a dump truck to haul away all the flowers and everything. And
there's flowers all around it.
Oh my God, it's heart-wrenching, really, when you go there and you see it in person. And then I saw people kneeling and praying, and I wanted to take a picture of it, but I couldn't do it.
It almost feels like a violation, right?
Yeah, it's a sensitive issue, and it's the people of Aurora got to deal with it. And the message I brought to them, it will never change anything. What's done is done, but hopefully it eases the pain a little bit. And that's coming from the big hearts of the people right here.
And we'll be right back with more of your weekend news right after this.